Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I'm trying to do a video on something else, but every time I turn around, it's some type of update going on about this dude. Now, like I said, I think in the video, the last video that I posted about him, I think I said in that video that I'm not trying to keep on making videos about him, like, Puppy Diddy tripped over tying his shoe or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just if I see stuff that warrants, I feel that, you know what I'm saying, that warrants a video, that something that I might want to make a video about. Most of the time, if it's something that I want to just say whatever I want to say about it and add my 2 cents to it. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, y'all, because this is something right here that I feel, some news that I heard today that I felt like that I wanted to add my 2 cents to because Toure is a, you know what I'm saying? He's a well respected journalist. Why would he have to lie? Like, why would he have to lie about anything? Why, you know what I'm saying? Just why? So, anyway, y'all, let me read this article and see, see what this man did now. Okay, so Toure claims Diddy made sexual advance on his male relative during internship. Toure has added his voice to the ongoing Diddy drama, claiming that the Bad Boy founder once made sexual advances towards one of his male relatives who was interning for him. The cultural critic was a guest on Joy Reid's MSNBC show, The Readout, on Tuesday, March 26, when he made the startling allegation. I was personally disturbed many years ago, Toure said while discussing the recent federal raids on Puffy's homes as part of a sex trafficking investigation. I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor. This might have been 10, 12 years ago. I called him and said, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire as an intern. I have never talked about this publicly. He said yes, and they were flying around on a jet in a house, whatever. He continued, and then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it. I spoke to my family member, like, what happened? And they wouldn't say. Years later, they finally came out. This is a male, and said that Puff had come. Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. Torre added, from there, I was like, oh, this how it goes down? So to hear that things went even further with potentially, allegedly, many other people, we feel like we've seen this coming. Okay, so then it says Hip Hop DX reached out to Diddy's team for comment, but has not yet reached a response, and they won't. They won't reach a response. Hip Hop DX ain't no need to keep on. Ain't don't hold your breath, because them people, they trying to figure out what's going on themselves while they trying to protect him. So, okay, y'all. So it's more of this article. So let me continue to read. Toure's relative is the first man to accuse Diddy of sexual misconduct. Earlier this year, Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr., a producer who worked on the Love album Off the Grid, sued the record executive for sexual assault. In the explosive filing, Rod accused Diddy of repeatedly engaging in unsolicited sexual contact and attempting to coerce him into having sex with other men, among an array of other offenses. Okay, and the producer further claimed to have witnessed Puffy spiking alcoholic drinks that were served to women at his home and that some of the women were underage. Diddy vehemently denied the allegations through his lawyer, Sean Hawley, dismissing them as complete lies. Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines, Holly said in a statement to Hip Hop DX. We are overwhelming, disputable proof. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know how I do. Okay, so let me start that over. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Lil Rod's attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. So, you know what I'm saying? And before anybody even say it, is there any, says anything about this? no, this is not about, well, not until it got down to you know, Lil Rod's story. But I know that this is about, because Toure's family member is, I mean, I'm assuming, because if not, then I'm sure that he would have mentioned that in the interview, but that this family member was a grown man. So, this is just pretty much like, not anything doing with the sexual allegations or the sex trafficking charges or anything like that. It's just pretty much just saying that Diddy is gay. And you know what I'm saying, y'all? Like I always say, it's 2024. If you're gay, who cares? If you gay, just come out and say that you're gay. Because why, you know what I'm saying? If you are gay, just come out and say that you are gay, because eventually it's going to end up getting out there. So I think that people are kind of, I'm not going to say, well, you know what? I'm not going to say what I was just about to say, because I don't know. While I'm thinking about it in my head, it's not sounding right. So I'm just not going to say it. But this just proves that, it just proves that he's gay. So you know what I'm saying, when they start getting to these sexual allegations and the sex trafficking and all like that, I think that that's what people are most concerned about. um a grown man making sexual advances to another grown man is no big deal. He didn't force himself on him or anything like that. But I guess that this is also telling, as well, as to how Puffy does his business. You know what I'm saying? He does his business. He runs it like, either you're gonna do this or else. So anybody that's trying to do business with him, or desperately enough, you know, uh, you just have to do business with this man. So he know that he has you like that, that you're gonna do any and everything that he tells you to do, because you want this job or you want this business, or whatever the case may be. So this is the only thing that's really proven. You know what I'm saying? How he kind of, he intimidates people. So, like he told this guy right here, if he wanted to keep his internship, then he needed to come and sleep with him. I mean, well, not necessarily come and sleep with him, that he needed to come home with him. What did he say necessarily? Was it like, he needed to come home? And let me make sure I get it right, because I don't want to be talking out the side of my face, y'all. Okay, and y'all might be seeing it before me, because I'm you know floating in the clouds right now, and you know how you looking right at something and you don't see it. And I think that's probably what's going on here. So y'all probably, I ain't gonna waste my time too much on that. Y'all probably seeing it. I'm just not. But you know what I'm saying? It's just so, if he wanted to keep that job bad enough, like if he was pressed for that job, then he would have had to go along with something that he really did not want to do, or go along with something that he felt some type of way about, because he knew that if he did not go along with it, then that was going to be the end of his job, the end of his career, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever, something like that. You're not going to get any advancements. That's what the guy, Lil Rod, I remember in his court document, what he was saying was that it was like, because he was producing on Puffy's last album, and it was, kind of told to him like, I have a lot of connections in the industry, and pretty much threatening him, because he really could have blackballed him. He really does have those type of connections in the industry, y'all. Look who we're talking about. You see what I'm saying? So he really, really does have those type of connections in the industry. So imagine him telling somebody that's on the come up, you know what I'm saying, something like that, and then you think that, I don't know how it goes down, how they choose a producer for the album or whatever the case may be, and I don't know too much of Lil Rod's story outside of what I saw in the court document, or what he may have said in an interview or whatever after that. But outside of that, I don't know much more about him. So I don't know if he, if he done any other productions on any other albums, or You know what I'm saying? Or if this was his big break. So, you know what I'm saying? You're asked to produce, Sean Combs, Diddy, you're asked to produce his album. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So this probably was his, what he thought was going to be his come up, y'all. So for you to go and work with this man who you may not have heard or believed or whatever you may have heard about him, from the past, because like I said, if that's your come up, you're getting an invite from Diddy to produce his album. You know what I'm saying? So I can see how he was stuck in situations, because we sit there and we look at it from the outside, and we're saying, if he came to me and said that, I would have told him this, or I would have did this, or I would have walked out, or I would have. But it's different from the people that's actually in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because how many times have I know I have been, found myself in a lot of situations where when I thought about it, like if this ever happened to me, I would do this. And, when a situation is actually happening, and what you thought you were going to do if you ever came across a situation like that, you would do. But now, since the situation is happening, it's totally different from what you said and what you thought that you were going to do. You see what I'm saying? So he could have been in that type of situation like that. So, like I said, y'all, if you want to come up and you think that this, you producing an album for Puffy, for Diddy, this is your big break, and you have this man telling you, reminding you of who he is and the influences that he has and the power that he has in the industry. And you know what I'm saying? And if you don't do this, then I'll make sure that you get blackballed, your name won't get out there. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming, like I said, y'all, we're sitting from the outside looking in, and it's easy for us to look at a situation and say what we would and what we would not do. So you know what I'm saying? If you put yourself in that man's shoes, and if this has been your dream for a long time, and or you know what I'm saying, either part of your dream or what this is a career hike for you. You know what I'm saying? And you get in there, and it's totally different from what It's more of a nuisance than it is a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Almost like you don't want to be there, you don't want to go, but you have this job that you trying to do, and you don't want to upset him because you don't want him to blackball you and to mess your career up. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all, you know, I'm more concerned about, uh, more concerned about the sex trafficking and, you know what I'm saying, all of the other stuff that he did, the underage thing and all of that. I'm more concerned about all of that than I'm concerned with Diddy being gay. And like I said, is this guy Toure's family member. He wasn't a kid. He was of age, so he was a grown man, and he wasn't forced up on. And he did. Toure's nephew did what I say in my head that I would do. Like, dude, I'm rolling out. I guess this ain't gonna be no internship then, because I'm out. And I have done that. I have done that plenty of times where I've walked away from things where I really didn't want to walk away from at the time, because I knew what it could have meant for me if I would have stayed with it. But you know what I'm saying? What I had to do to just to be there, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. And I guess that's how Torre's family member felt. And then he probably ended up coming into something better than that, after that. So, he didn't sell himself short. But yeah, y'all, just like I said, this man being gay, I don't think anybody really, really too concerned about that right now. It's more about the other stuff that he has going on. This dude is I mean, he's a snake. No, I do not know him personally. I've never met him. I don't even know anyone personally who knows him personally. or anything like that. But it's just that after years and years and years of hearing, like decades and stuff of hearing all these type of different things, but the same things about this one person, you know what I'm saying? From all these different people. And you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so wait a minute, all of these different people in all of these different years are saying all of the same things about this man that people, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it's because I'm kind of looking like that. It's kind of getting so to the point right now with this thing with Diddy going on, all that he has going on. It's getting a little irritating on social media, and I'm kind of not wanting to go through the comments of any post about him because I get so sick of the narrative that I keep seeing in the comments. Um, but I don't see y'all going, I don't see them going this hard for the white people. What about the people at Nickelodeon? And what about Trump? And what about uh this person, Harvey Weinstein, or whoever? You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, first of all, you sound stupid because do you even keep up with the news to see that things have happened to these people? You do have some of these people that's been sitting in jail being investigated, and then it's this other narrative that black people love bringing black people down, like white people don't bring their people down too that need to be taken down, that then did stuff that they need to be taken down for. Them white people didn't bring Harvey Weinstein down. Them white people didn't bring Jeffrey Epstein. No, Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. I think I said Weinstein. I don't know what I said. But those white people didn't bring those other white people down. You know what I'm saying? All of that. What's the dude from that 70s that 70 show? I'm gonna find a I'm gonna find a screenshot of him and put it up. But I think his last name is Matheson, I believe. But didn't he just go to jail and get all that time? I can't even think of how much time he got. But didn't he just go to jail and get all that time for a lot of the same stuff? You see what I'm saying? So no, white people do tell on their own too. Where do y'all get that narrative that black people are the only ones that want to see other black people going down? If he did dirt and then on top of that, y'all acting like we're talking about a saint. Like I said in my other video, if this was something about, or if I was hearing these same stories about say somebody like J. Cole, somebody that ain't never into anything. The only time you hear J. Cole's name is something positive that he's done, a new song that he's put out, or somebody else bringing his name into something. You see what I'm saying? You don't hear a whole lot about J. Cole. But what I'm saying is that if these stories were going around about J. Cole, then yeah, I'd be kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We need to wait. We need to just wait and just see what's gonna happen, y'all, because J. Cole don't need to have all this stuff thrown on him, all this stuff going on. Y'all trying to kick J. Cole while he down and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would roll with that. I would roll with that. But him, Puppy, Diddy, Sean Combs, him, you know what I'm saying, y'all? Like I just can't. So it's just kind of like, because when we talk about Diddy parties, and by now everybody's aware of Diddy's parties, or either heard rumors or whatever the case may be about things that go on at Diddy's parties and why people don't want to go to his parties. So, and then speaking of that, before I even say what I was about to say, speaking on that, I just saw something that Luke Skywalker from Two Live Crew, he just said that I just saw something that he said that he left. He didn't mess with Diddy like that. And whenever he was invited to stuff, he really didn't want to go. And if he did end up at Diddy's parties, he would leave early. And that's exactly what he said out of his mouth. If I'm out of his mouth, if he ended up at at a Diddy party, he would leave early. Now we talking about Luke Skywalker, y'all, Luke Campbell from the Two Live crew. And for him to say that he didn't want to stay at Diddy's parties, that says a lot. That says a lot. You know what I'm saying? That says a lot. For him to say that he didn't want to be at Diddy's parties and that he don't mess with, you know what I'm saying? That says a lot coming from him. You see what I'm saying, y'all? So it's just, and I don't even know, it was something that I was about to say before I got to uh Luke Campbell. And I knew I was gonna do this, y'all. I knew I was gonna do this. I told y'all I'm sitting on cloud nine, and I knew once I got off of what I was about to say, I knew I was gonna forget it, whatever it was, by the time I needed to come back to it. And I need to come back to it now. And I have, I don't know, y'all, but I probably already said it at some point anyway throughout this video. But yeah, y'all. So, like I said, I just wanted to make a video about Toure because Toure, like I said, he's a respectable journalist. So for him to come out and lie about anything about Diddy, I just can't see him just coming out just coming out just making up a lie about Diddy just to have something to say about Diddy because everybody else has something to say about him. So I can't see him doing that, but it was just the point that he wanted to make, that I guess, of how Puffy, you know what I'm saying, how he runs his business, I guess, because that's, like I said, this really telling to me because I don't think nobody really cares that he's gay. But oh, I'm glad I thought about it, y'all, before it came to my mind again, y'all, before I end this video. But what I wanted to say, it's just kind of getting on my nerves on social media. You have all of these celebrities and all of these, y'all, that's kind of like riding for the man. And my thing is, I don't care. Okay, so yeah, that was excessive force because I do agree with that. I do believe that that the house raids, that really was excessive force. They really did run up in there like they were going for El Chapo or somebody, Pablo Escobar or somebody like that. Like it was going to be a sure enough firefight and all of that. They really did come up on that man's properties like that. So that really was that really was a bit excessive. So I could see y'all having y'all opinions and wanting to say something about that, but to kind of like, I don't know. For me, it's almost like you trying to take the attention. You know what I'm saying? Puff your boy. So you're trying to take the attention away from what's really going on. Okay, yeah, they use excessive force when they came in that man's house. Yeah, they might be doing a little bit extra because he a black man and they ain't doing all this to Donald Trump and they not doing this to this person and that person. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All of that. A lot of that I do agree with, but it still doesn't take away from the fact that this man, you know what I'm saying? Y'all not, the sexual trafficking allegations, the sexual abuse allegations. And then before anybody even jump down my throat and say, yeah, but those are just, like you said, allegations. He was with Cassie for years. In the way that I feel like he paid Cassie, like what, overnight? Like it was for real, almost like less than 24 hours. It seemed like that he paid Cassie after she filed that lawsuit against him and all that stuff that she was saying in that lawsuit. And that man he didn't try to fight it. He didn't try to deny it. And he didn't try to, much of anything about it. He paid her. And that to me made him look guilty. I might be wrong, y'all, and I'm not afraid to admit if I'm wrong or not. I might be wrong. But to me, and this is my 2 cents. To me, that, you know what I'm saying? All of that, it made him guilty to me. It made him guilty to me. So, like I said, he didn't try to fight it. He didn't try to say anything. And then the stuff that she had, the stuff that Cassie mentioned in that lawsuit, the stuff that he was doing to her, the way that he was treating her, all the other stuff that he had going on and all of that. Y'all gonna bypass all of that. Y'all gonna look past all of that and just want to have sympathy for him because the way that the people that kicked up in his houses, and because of the allegations that he has against him, not just coming from one person to mention, not just coming from one person. And that's what I'm saying. We don't even, you know what I'm saying, kind of past all of that. Well, I am anyway, kind of past all of that, him being gay. If he gay, he gay. And you know what I'm saying? If that's him. If he's gay, he's gay. Nobody cares about that. It's the other stuff that this man has going on, that's, you know what I'm saying? He thought that he was above everything and everybody. He thought that he would never get caught. Now I don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to be throwing anything out there about, those societies and all of that. I ain't gonna, maybe another story for another day, another video and all of that. But I'm not even gonna talk about all that right now. But it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, either he, I kind of feel like either he did something or he didn't do something. I kind of feel like a Bill Cosby thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did he do or did not do for this stuff to be, you know what I'm saying, for this to come up in this man's face all of a sudden enough that y'all want to lock him up when y'all been knew this for years? Just like the same thing with R. Kelly. This stuff that y'all been knew for years. So what has he done or did not do for, y'all to not want to protect him, or y'all to do whatever y'all want, whatever y'all have to do to bring him down? Because for all of these years and all of that, it was the protection. That's why he thought that he was above everything and everybody. But as we can see right now, clearly he's not. And it's looking like he's going to do jail time. That's what it's looking like. He's looking like he's going to do jail time with R. Kelly. And now they're bringing up Jay Z, which is also things that, we've heard about Jay Z for years. You see what I'm saying? Things we've been heard about Jay Z for years, but it's kind of some of those things, just like the stuff with Diddy. It's kind of some of those things, you hear it and you don't know if it's for real. Even if you have it, because come on now, we all know how old Foxy Brown, when Foxy Brown came out, and when Foxy Brown was with Jay Z. You know what I'm saying? And even Nas spoke on that. So, but we'll get into Jay Z's thing when Jay Z's thing comes up, because right now they're saying a whole lot about Jay Z. So I kind of feel like that we're going to have a lot of stuff coming up about him in a minute. So I'll get to Jay Z, get to all of that whenever, all this stuff start coming out about Jay Z or whatever. But yeah, y'all. So it's just crazy, y'all. It's just crazy. So, oh, another Diddy dilemma, Diddy drama on another day, y'all. So we will see what later on today or tomorrow brings or whatever as far as Diddy news. And if I feel like it's something that I want to give my 2 cents about, like I did with this video right here, and like I do with all of my other videos, then you may see another video about him from me. So, and I'm having a feeling that something gonna pop up from somewhere that's gonna be something that I'm gonna feel like that I'm gonna need to, I want to say something about. So I am out of here, guys. Thank y'all again for watching my video. I'm out.